get cooking. So, I need to hide my fucking... Gamer hat equipped. Well, I don't need these right now. Because what we have to do is check that the stream is working. So that's all done over there. And we're gonna pop this out to live chat. Click that. And then go down here and we're gonna add a window capture for chat. That's right. And that's perfect. We don't want that. And sure thing. Okay, and then we're gonna move this right here and put it like that, I guess. Sure thing, sure. Okay, my crude little chat method that looks quite gross. And then go over here, go to live. Alright, let's share this. And... and bam, that's there. Over here, load up this thing that I just posted, and we reblog that on here. Okay, but it should work. It should work. Custom browser doc. And then, where is it though? There we go. And we're gonna put that like over here. And then we're gonna squeeze this over there. Live chat. Bam. Alright. We're all set on that front. So what we're gonna do now, let's go over here and go over here and go on over here. Alright. Hello to the world, I suppose. We're gonna close this. So here is what's going down. The stream has been fixed from last time. Hopefully, I'm hoping. And basically, we're just gonna hope and pray. That's what we're gonna do. Because if this doesn't work, it's never good. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. So that's pretty much the gist of it. I've got it all down on lock and key though. So it shouldn't mess up at all. Is what we're gonna do. So I am going to take my handy dandy iPad. I'm gonna toss my keys over there. Because I'm gonna boot up the map for Korok seeds on here, just kind of while I wait to see if anyone else joins the stream. So we want to do Zelda Wiki map. Oh, my clicks are, I don't know. Breath of the Wild interactive map. And then, you know what? We can also see, like, if, okay, yeah. So we're gonna go here. None. And we're just gonna do Korok seeds. We're gonna log in on here. Hello, hello. Alright, people filing in now. So, listen. It's been 2 minutes now, right? And if we look at my screen, not crashing. So I think this is good signs. Good signs all around that this is gonna work this time, and that we won't have to resort to Papa's Sushiria. But I did check, and I spent all of last night. My computer, it was running Minecraft. It was running The Sims 4. It was running Papa's Sushiria. So if this fails, if that there, not pointing to Pikachu, but like hold that up there. If that fails, we're just gonna do Papa's Sushiria. That's the plan. And okay, so I'm just logging into my little Korok map. Well, okay, yeah. And then what was my user? It's probably a sarcastic mudkip. 2 more. Did it work? Why do you not work? Okay, okay. Breath of the Wild is too powerful. Well, it was running fine that other time, so I'm not sure why. Because like the first stream, like it went so well. It ran, it didn't crash, and then as soon as I moved, and as soon as anything else happened, as soon as the other 2 streams happened, it just didn't work. So I guess, I don't know, maybe the first time was a fluke. I fought so many guardians in that one too, but whatever. Okay. My chat, oh, the chat is updating. Okay. Sick. So, I have my little map on here. No, I don't. Okay. None. Where's the Korok seed? Korok seed. Refresh. None. Korok seed. Okay. Give me. Hold on. I'm gonna share my monitor with you guys so that you can see something besides, all that. I think I need to. Oh, it was sarcastic mudkip with a space. Are you kidding me? I don't like my. Hold on. I got it, guys. I got it. This is. I can put it up in here still. Is it? I don't know. Is it with an exclamation point? I have. Wait. Is it this password? I would really like for this to log in, please. Okay, we're good. Show this. Alright, I have my map on here because I don't have that many monitors. So I just pulled up a 4x map on here with everything that we have so far. And then I'll share this back to this little thing right here. And we're good to go. Yes, hi out there. I assumed it was you. I recognized the Boss to Works thing from your Discord. So, let's go. Let's get to it, gang. We're running and not crashing. So, we're going good. So, what we have to do... Oh, I just realized I can't share. Okay, here. This is what's going on, alright? So, we're going to Satori Mountain, basically. And then, from there, we gotta do all of that in the stream. Because if I don't, the timeline in which I am engaged in will not allow me to do this all in time before my jaw is torn asunder. So, that's the plan. So, now, also, in case to get you up to speed here, so there's a couple rules for this speedrun challenge that I have dictated, because I made it up, and therefore I can make the rules, right? So most speedrunners, you're like, hey, you gotta start from the beginning, right? And you just gotta go and do it as fast as possible. Well, I say, I don't feel like restarting this save file. And it's more fun if I have a motorcycle and other stuff. And horses. So, we don't need to do that. Who needs to do that? First speedrunner in the world that doesn't restart the save file. I know, right? It's like, pretty good. Alright, second thing. I got some of the Koroks already, like, in the context of this is my first save file, right? So there's like a lot of Koroks that I've gotten already. So we're just gonna go back to those Koroks and talk to them. And then that's basically the same as finding them again. So, you know, same thing. Same. And then, thirdly, the same thing goes for, I think we talked to this guy last time, right? I'm just gonna talk to you again just in case. And thirdly, when we switch back over to Age of Calamity to get all of those Korok seeds, is the same thing where I don't feel like restarting the game. So we're just gonna replay the game with the current save file I have and talk to the Koroks. And then that's it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And like, I did the math. We did the math last time around, right? So it took me 2 hours to find 50 Korok seeds. So it would take me 4 hours to find 100. And therefore, it would take me definitely less than 12 hours to find 900. Because that's the average speed for a Korok seed, speedrun, according to what I've seen on YouTube. So it's totally fine, guys. It's totally fine. Alright, so our first Korok seed. So we completed all of these last time around, right? So these 4 or 5 we got, last time. So I'm just gonna mark them off on my thing here. Boom. 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 So we were going to the top of Satori Mountain. Up over here. So we're getting these 4. Right. Okay, so just these 4 are the last ones we need to get on Satori Mountain, and then we're gonna head down here and then get all of those guys. Alright? Now, so we go this way. That looks like there's silent princesses here. That's cool. There's also Endura carrots over here. This is like a really nice place that seems special, but it's really not. But then again, maybe that's what makes it special. But it's not special. I don't know. Because I think the only places with... Oh. Nice. I know the only places with, like, Endura carrots are usually fairy fountains. Or, like, Endura carrots and silent princesses are in places that are, like, special in the game. That are, like... I can't think of a synonym for special. Sacred. Well, I don't know. I know the top of Satori Mountain has the Lord of the Mountains, and that's only why. Okay. We're approaching. We just gotta move up again. Oh, shoo. Thank you, Rivali. And I think... Okay, we just keep heading straight. Okay, so from the shrine, literally just right by the shrine, there's one here. No, not up here. There he is. Hello, Mr. Korok. I definitely love Koroks. So, let's get to that. Boom. And, wait. Oh. It's another one? Over... somewhere? So that's to my left. Maybe it was in the tree. Or was it under here? Korok? Oh. It's in the tree. Oh. Wow, you're really close to the shrine. Hi. Alright. Sick. We got those guys. And we got this guy. And then we go to this one. And then we do the one that's by Lord of the Mountain. Okay. We got it. We're on a roll. We're on a roll here. We've got 4 Koroks down. And only 896 more to go. Maybe. Be careful. And you know what I've also been doing? I'm kind of multitasking here on this stream, right? So I wanted to do this because I thought I like gaslit myself into thinking that Tears of the Kingdom came out in March. So I was like, oh, that'll be nice. I'll get like one more little run through of Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom comes out in March. But then I remembered recently that it's not March, it's May. So I have a lot of time to keep refreshing my mind about Breath of the Wild. But in the meantime, cause there are some things that I need to like analyze about the world, you know, get myself in the mindset of a pro gamer, pro YouTuber, pro streamer, pro theorist, right? So in all of the footage that we've seen of Tears of the Kingdom, there is no Sheikah like technology, like period. Like I guess the only thing that you do see are the runes, but you don't see it activated with a Sheikah slate. And there's no towers, and there's no shrines. It's in the tree. Maybe you're in the tree. So I'm just trying. There you are. Is this Korok like pink on purpose? Like it's based on like cherry blossom tree? I don't know. It's kind of cute. It's a shame there's no rock up here for me to drop on you. Let's see. Okay, we got all those. So I'm gonna mark them off on my back. So, but yeah. So it's just interesting. So like the purpose of the Sheikah technology, the shrines and the towers, blah blah blah, in the context of Breath of the Wild was that it was used to like train Link and the hero to prepare to face like the calamity now. But now I keep saying Age of Calamity. But now in Tears of the Kingdom, it's all Zonai tech. Yeah, exactly. And oh, did my chat? I can see chat, but I guess you guys can't see chat anymore, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whoa, where's my mouse? Hold on. Sorry. Fuck. Where's my mouse? Okay. It's fine. But yeah, it's all Zonai tech now, which is... What I'm thinking is that the Zonai... Okay, I know this is a speedrun, but we're just gonna talk about it. So, Zonai... The only named Zonai area is technically just this area in the Faron region, Faron Woods, that's called Zonai Ruins, right? But obviously there are the other Zonai... So, like, you have all 3 of the Zonai mazes up here, blah blah, up there. So the Zonai obviously occupied basically large areas of Hyrule because they were an ancient civilization. And then if you I wish I could show you the like map and like the book. But they are the only present civilization in Breath of the Wild, even before Tears of the Kingdom came out, that existed in all parts of Hyrule. And that is why in Tears of the Kingdom, okay, we're headed... I have ADHD and I can't focus on a single thought. Oops. That's why I'm pretty sure the only way that this new civilization could be, if it's not just some entirely new thing in Tears of the Kingdom, which I highly doubt. The only civilization it could be, I'm like almost positive, it has to be the Zonai because of... I failed that window. Because they're the ones with, like, the dragon symbolism. Yeah, the dragons, the owls, and the boars. And they're the ones that could be, like, the replacement for Sheikah tech. Because the other civilizations, like, you have the ancient columns that you see, like, Hinoxes at sometimes, right? Or you have, like, the Zora, like, ruins. Like, there's some old, like... Or not Zora ruins, sorry. Like, the Hylian ruins that are just kind of like 100 years old. They're broken down buildings. Those exist, but they are very like limited. So like Hylian ruins only exist in like Hylian settlements. The ancient Hylian ruins only exist in very like high places like Akala. They exist like down here by this shrine or like over here. But they're very selective in their area, and the only one that exists cross-continental across Hyrule is the Zonai. So, gameplay-wise, you don't want your little, whatever your fast travel civilization to be. You don't want it to just be like something that you can only fast travel in like one little part of Hyrule. It has to be something that's everywhere, and that's the Zonai. So that's just one reason why it's definitely the Zonai. But secondary thing, right? The bokoblins in Tears of the Kingdom. Where am I going? The bokoblins in Tears of the Kingdom have larger horns, which implies a large progression of time. And is that progression of time backwards or forwards in time? Who knows? I know, because I know everything, actually. But, okay, so this one... okay. So we're going up here for Korok. And then we're going up here. And then we're going up here. And then we're going over here. Okay. The dragons in the Tears of the Kingdom are the exact same ones that you see in the Maze and Ruins. Yes, exactly. So, the dragons also, they are... Can you die? Yes, thank you. The dragons, they're also in... I know the name. Of the the Ragnarok legend of the snake that, like, encompasses the world and eats itself. So I think it's an allusion to that sort of idea of, like, time loops, or just, like, eternity and, like, history repeating itself and that kind of thing. Because the Zonai dragons, they loop around and then they eat each other, right? So it's just like an eternal loop. Just kind of like it's an eternal reincarnation cycle here in Zelda. Well, but if the game focuses on the idea of reincarnation cycles or like eternity and like cycles, does that mean it's a break in the cycle? The World Serpent, that's it, exactly. Thank you, author. I was trying to, there's too many, I think I just mixed up like 2 different legends. Not because the Ragnarok snake is the one that Odin kills. And that's different than the world's, I think. I'm thinking of too many things. Okay. Am I out of Rivali scale? That's a little not good. I don't wanna... we'll have to take this like a regular speedrunner and climb it without. Okay. How do I even get up there? How do I get up there? Oh wait, I don't need to get up there. I need to get up there.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Oh, thank you. Wait a moment. Oh, I can't use that. Hey. There we go. Alright, that's one down. Let me mark that off on my little thing. But yeah, so let's connect the dots here, right? Zonai, ancient civilization that existed further than 10,000 years ago, right? Even because 10,000 years ago was the start of the first calamity in that prophecy, and that was taken care of by Sheikah tech and that kind of technology. So the Zonai were already gone at that point in time. So it has to be, if the Zonai are relevant, in a period of time that is further than 10,000 years ago, right? Second point, the goblins, they have different horns. There's also no Sheikah tech in the world. It is a period of time that is hypothetically before Link erected all of the shrines and that sort of thing, or perhaps before they all even existed. And then thirdly, we're dealing with potentially themes of like cyclical nature, reincarnation cycles, time, right? When it first came out, I was like, they're not gonna do time travel. But now I'm like, maybe they'll do time travel. I think we'll go to this one first. Because I forgot. I want to turn off pro mode just so I have my mini map up here and I can see my numbers. So, time, right? And that's why it's very helpful for me to be going back and forth with Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity, because I can just cross off locations. Ooh, not kill me, thank you. That don't have Zonai ruins and that sort of thing, because Age of Calamity basically fleshes out all of the... Oh, fuck you. That was really, really not nice, and I didn't appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna fall. Because Age of Calamity actually uses, like, actual sections of Breath of the Wild. Like, this place, for example, this is, the map setting for, spoilers for Age of Calamity, where Riju and Teba basically come into the picture. This is where the battle with Divine Beasts, Meadow comes in, and Naboris. Oh, my Eagle Bow's here, hold on. I'm gonna switch to my other Eagle Bow, because I'm tired of doing duplication clips. I was actually thinking the Zonai imagery was based on the Aztec architecture, because those statues look like the dragons in the Templar Mayor. It'd be interesting if they mix the two cultures. It would be. Nintendo does have a habit of, like, mixing different, like, societies into, like, one culture. So, like, the Gerudo, for example, they're a mix of, like, a lot of just, like, Middle Eastern, like, obviously you have, like, Arabian culture and that kind of thing. But, you also have, like, Egyptian culture, and also have, like, ancient, like, Mesopotamian, with, like, irrigation systems and that sort of thing, with, like, their little waterways that flow over the houses and that kind of thing. So I definitely wouldn't put it past them to be mixing, Aztec culture and that sort of thing. You also have, like, the Greek, culture that's kind of with, like, Link's clothing that we see, in the trailers with, like, the toga and that kind of thing. And also a lot of the, like, I don't know how to describe it, just, like, the lines, basically, that are, like, jiggy and zaggy. It's very opposed to the sort of swirly nature of... I wonder if I can see a shrine from up here to, like, demonstrate my point. Where's the shrine? I can't see it from here. But, like, so, like, the Sheikah shrines, I don't know if Nintendo did this on purpose or if I'm reading too much into things, but the Sheikah technology is very, like, swirly. It's very, like misty and that kind of thing. But the lines that we see in the designs for hypothetical Zonai cultures are much more, like, kind of more, not straight edge, but they're straighter, and they're like, and they're like in contrast to the Sheikah technology that we've seen up until now. So I think it's very interesting. And there is also one frame that is in, I think, the second, not the 2019 trailer, but the 2021 trailer, where you can, like, see, like, a temple that's kind of, like, upside down. Angular, that's the word. Thank you, Person Puzzle. I'm a writing major, and I know words, definitely. Oh, it's another one of these little things. Nice. Alright, I think that's it for here, except for the one that we're just gonna revisit. So, what was I saying 2 seconds ago? Fuck. Wait, I got it. I can think of what I was just saying. Hold on. Oh! It was one of the... Okay, so there's, like, this temple, basically. Or not temple. It just reminds me of... It reminds me of the, like, air temples in Avatar that are, like, built upside down. There is, like, a building structure that's, like... You see an island in the distance, and then underneath it, there's, like, structures. So it looks like an upside-down building, or just, like, a building that was, like, underground, but when it floated up in the air, it's, like, floating. So that, to me, says that there are more... Okay, actually, we got this one. We're going to this one. Can you guys stop? Can you guys stop? Wait, I should just do the trick where you can just do this and they fly away. Okay, is it up here? Oh, there you are. I see you. I don't know who said it, but I think it was Commonwealth Realm who thought the architecture was based on Shinto architecture. I think that's... Was the Shinto architecture the one... Like... Here's me going with, like, my ignorance here on some of these, but I think it's the one where, like, because I was definitely noting like with I think in Avatar, right, with the air nomads, they were based on like Buddhist temples and that kind of architecture, and that had like the arched roofs basically, and that is kind of like what I saw with the buildings in the 2021 trailer. But obviously they're not like the only culture ever to have made arched God, I'm distracted. There's two of you? Oh no, it's just can you guys stop? Can you guys stop? I'm just trying to have a fun little... There are two of you. Okay. I wasn't... But obviously, what was I saying? Obviously, they're not the only ones ever in history to have roofs with curved corners. So, like, I could be wrong. Could be Shinto. And that sort of thing. Yeah. Well, none of us are really sure. That's what a theory is. That's what a theory is all about. No one can know if they're right or not. Except for me, because I'm right all the time about everything I've ever said. So, yeah. Like, name one time I've been wrong about something. You can't. I was completely right with my predictions for Terrico, for example. Remember that whole thing? I was right in saying that he would be an evil little egg. And he was an evil little egg. So, like, I warned you guys. You didn't believe me. All caught up in this cute little egg shape or whatever. No, evil. Cause of all our misery. Alright. We're going up there, so that's where the next Korok seed is. And also, so what else? Again, with like the Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be my favorite Zelda. All this ancient architecture, I'm just so excited for, because the thing that interests me the most is that it's hi Jinrel, what's up? Is that it's the same setting. Oh my god, that's not gonna work as a shot. Okay. It's the same world of Breath of the Wild, but they had to like revamp it, basically. Well, not revamp it. Well, yes, revamp it, but they have to change it to make it like unique for a new game, right? So I love that the way they took with that is to just be like, hey, here's a different civilization with different architecture, but in the same like natural world setting. So I'm like, whoa, seeing how different civilizations interpret their natural surroundings to build different environments, like, what? I love that. I love that. If I wasn't a writing major, I would be a history major for sure. Or at least if I wasn't a writing major and a music minor, I would be a history. History's the third thing. History's the third thing that I'd be all about. I remember in like high school, we did this project where we had to like design a city, and they would give you like a random map of like a place that had like, maybe it was a desert, maybe it was like a river, or like it was like a plains thing, and then you had to like design a little city, and you had to like be like, where's the farming, where are they living, where is like the recreational areas like libraries or archives and that kind of thing. And I went off on that. I couldn't do art, I couldn't draw, but I sure as hell could use grid systems, and that was just like, ooh, I can make a little civilization and determine their values and wants based on this desert region with like one oasis and one river. Like, I'm gonna history the shit out. So it's my favorite thing. Also, another thing. It was really fun, and it was like in 8th grade, so I knew nothing, but it was still fun. There was this one post that I made on the social media that starts with a T that is associated with the color blue, and the one that's not run by Elon Musk, that one, right? That I think, because I was like comparing and contrasting this map that's in the Creating a Champion book, that there's this one map on there that shows every single ruin located everywhere in Hyrule, and then it has little pointers that are like, this ruin is from an ancient Hylian civilization. This ruin is from the Zonai region. This ruin is from 100 years ago in a Hylian settlement. And I was just like, I'm gonna overlay this with details that I got for Age of Calamity back when Age of Calamity didn't come out, and it was so good. And now I just want to do that again, but with what we get from Tears of the Kingdom. Well, we have nothing from Tears of the Kingdom because it's all up there. And well, not all of it. Most of it is up there. And unfortunately, in the Creating a Champion book, there is no map of the sky. So, it's a little bit harder. But, you know, we can get there. We can work something out. Maybe when May, here I am gaslighting myself again. Here I am moving closer to that date. Maybe they'll give us like a little something more. I'm just like, oof. Me trying to recreate Day of Runes, right? Day of Runes, Day of Runes. All right, we're gonna talk about Day of Runes. All right, so Day of Runes, right? I love in the book also, in the Creating a Champion book, behind the scenes book. So these hills of Bomber, right? They say outright that, oh, the hills were too tall as they kind of enclosed the village, so they weren't able to see that the whole world was collapsing around them. Like, they didn't know that when the calamity first struck, like 100 years ago, the hills like covered the horizon, so they couldn't see that Hyrule Castle was like being destroyed and that there were guardians running amok. So they were like completely surprised by the whole thing, and it's like a very tragic detail that they didn't need to add, but they added it anyway, and I'm thankful for it because I love me that kind of like environmental storytelling. And there's the Korok. Oh wow, I am so good at driving. This is why I don't have my driver's license. And there's several things with Day of Ruins. So like the Day Village, there's that thing, right? It's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. That's a little sad. Second thing though is they weren't always submerged in water. Oh shit. I accidentally checked that Korok off, but I didn't get it. Let me go see. Okay, we're gonna go down here and get this Korok. They weren't always submerged in water. It's implied that because of this, the shape of this area, basically, it just flooded over time. Like, there was a lake at some point here, because you see this, it's called Daya Lake. But it just, like, flooded over with, like, rain and past times, and you can see it, like, with the trees, and it's like, oof, that's gonna be a swamp one day. Give it another 100 years, it's gonna be a swamp, baby. But there's also a stone talus there, and it has luminous stones. And luminous stones are said to... I think I can pop one up right here. Luminous stones. This mysterious mineral gives off a pale blue glow in the dark, which some believe to be the souls of the dead. Wow, the souls of the dead on a stone talus in the village ruins of a place that had the most tragic deaths because they couldn't see that the calamity was coming to kill them all. Huh, that's a little interesting. Third thing with Daya Ruins, alright? Moving from all that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, I don't want your death to be for nothing. I'll get your... Third thing with Daya Ruins, alright? It's a little thing with a little game called Age of Calamity, right? In Daya Ruins, there is a side quest. Hi. I forgot there's a 30-second, 20-second delay. So I can't see you guys' reactions immediately, but I'm assuming that's for the fox I just killed, but yeah. It's fine. You know, it's the way of life. What was I saying? I was saying something. There's the core. Oh! Age of Calamity. So also in Daya Village. Age of Calamity, 100 years before, so Daya Village ruins, or just Daya Village, right? But they were kinda, I don't know if Age of Calamity swamped this place. That should be something I check when I boot up Age of Calamity, if they make this, like, not flooded. But basically, there's a side quest there where it's like an old man says he will give you a thing if you give him these items, blah blah blah, because all the side quests are just like collect these items, give it here, and then you get like a bonus for one of your characters or something. But that side quest there in Daya Village particularly is that the guy wants Sheikah parts to make a little Sheikah tech device. And then he's also, I don't remember if I'm remembering this correctly, but I'm pretty sure there's reference to like seers or like fortune telling and that sort of thing, right? Right. And basically the implications there's a Hyrule Gamer video on this, but I think I like watched that after I saw. Basically, did I just kill a bird again? Damn. Basically, I'm getting to the point, I swear. It's implied that the device that you, like, craft... Can I please use your Valley Scan? Can I please use your Valley? The device that you get in Day of Village Ruins is the Astrolabe that Astor uses, the villain of Age of Calamity. It's a similar device, where it's the Sheikah tech, and it's circular, and it's like a giant ancient core, but it's not a giant ancient core, and it's in Day of Village Ruins, which implies that Astor's from Jail Village, right? Right? You follow me here? And Astor's whole thing is that, oh, the calamity is coming, so let's just go with the calamity, because calamity's gonna win, and that's what the future is supposed to be. You know what I mean? So, my little narrative brain, right? You know, fun fact, choo-choos are impossible to flurry rush because they don't have attack patterns other than jumping. Like, you can't, I've never flurry rushed a choo-choo because I don't think it's possible. And I've flurry rushed a lot of stuff. What was I saying 2 seconds ago? Oh my god, I have a mental illness. Wait, what was I just saying? I was saying, so, back to Day Village, right? I got this. I can be coherent. Day Village. Village doomed to be destroyed by calamity. They got trapped souls of the dead in there for that sort of thing. And then also the seer that is like, hey, the calamity's going to kill us all, is from Day Village. Alright, work with me here. They didn't unflood Day Village on the map, dang. That's sad. But we ignore a lot of things in Age of Calamity, so it's fine. We'll add that to the list. But basically, my idea is that Astor would, like, see that particular... It's just, like, a very fitting choice that Astor would be from the village that was the one that didn't see the calamity in all of its glory. Like, they were literally the most ignorant compared to everyone else, because everyone else in Hyrule, like, Death Mountain, they're on a tall little mountain. Hebra, they're Rito, they can fly. Gerudo... Okay, maybe Gerudo were also a little ignorant, but, and also here, like, you know, they got news. Like, the famous battle was, like, over here. They all had, like, some idea, because they could all see the giant cloud. But Day Village, they couldn't. And it's like, wow, the one seer guy that could predict the future was from the village. That was the most ignorant to their surroundings. Something narrative. Where is this Korok? Staying silent because my Daya thoughts are spoilers? Oh. Spoilers for what? Spoilers for what, author? Spoilers for what? Can't be doing that to me. Can't be doing that to me. Where is this Korok? There's a Korok here, and I would love to find it. Is it over? Can I please find it? Oh! It's the traveling... Okay. I'm just dumb. I'm just a whole lot of super duper dumb. Actually, no. I'm pretty much the smartest in the world, actually. And everyone should listen to me all of the time. That's another one down. Another one might lost. We can keep this going all day, guys. I can talk so much about stuff. Literally name a place, and I'll talk about it so much. It's a big wide world. A lot to talk about. A lot for me to just talk about, and for my friends to not understand because they don't play Breath of the Wild. But it's fine. Don't you emoticon me in the chat, author. How dare you? How dare you? After everything. Gerudo? Gerudo. 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 Alright. Here's what I got for Gerudo, alright? Here's what I got for Gerudo. So Gerudo, Gerudo are really interesting because they also have a vast and storied history. It's very ancient and long. And blah 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 blah. Hold on, wait. I need to find this Korok before I forget what I'm here to do. Let's see. Wait. Check my thing. Maybe it's... Okay, maybe it's at the top of the tree.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thank you, Rivali. Best boy Rivali. Everybody loves Rivali. There we go. Boom. So the Gerudo, they have like a large history, which also means that they're actually, I think they're the only race in the game that has like historians that you can like talk to. There's like a whole 2 side quests where you talk to a Gerudo historian, and we're like, hell yeah, we love those ruins. But so, in case you haven't played Breath of the Wild before, there's a little place over here. It's called the East Gerudo Ruins. And you got 7, not sages, warriors. I forgot, because there's another thing here. Statue of the 8th, a heroine. That's it. 7 heroines. Blah 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 blah. Right? And they're like, wow, 7 heroines. They're so great. And they made statues of them. And then there's an 8th over here. It's like, ooh, what's it doing over here? Why would you drag a secret little heroine all the way over here? And why are you hiding it? Why not just destroy it if you don't want it to be seen? You know that whole thing? Well, here's my theory, right? Here's my little theory. Kip mini theory. Kip theory. Right? Hold on. The Gerudo, right? They got these little guys. Over here. And then they're like, wow, the heroines, they did something. But then there's another heroine, and they kind of split off. And they're like, oh, what did they do? They probably did something bad. But they were still respected enough that they are like, they still exist if you find them? Something. Well. Here's what I think I'm low on fuel. Okay, hold on. How did they get that thing over here? That is a great question, because I don't have an answer to that. But that is a great question. How did they get that over? Well, it's ancient enough to be that it could be during a time where the Sheikah exist, right? And the ancient Sheikah, they had lots of different technologies where they could like teleport things around and that sort of thing. So maybe the Sheikah had to do with that. And I say that because like, oh, what did the Sheikah have anything to do with it? Well, this is also it's very close in proximity to where the Yiga clan is, and thinking about it narratively, right? So the Yiga clan is it's part of the history of the Sheikah, but they broke off because they were like, hey, it's kind of unfair that we were all cast out because we were too good at making technology, and that the king of Hyrule kind of hunted us down. That's not cool. So we're just going to be against the royal family now. And then they're shunned, right? And then you also have this 8th heroine that was originally part of a group of heroes, but then they did something, and then they're also shunned into the Gerudo Highlands. So I'm thinking, whoa. Not necessarily that they're connected to the Yiga clan, but it's like they have a similar story to that. And also, if you follow this path, right? So you have Hermer's Descent, and it's kind of like carved in here. But it's also weird that it's at the end of this whole little Tanager Canyon with the Forgotten Temple. It's just like, I don't know. It just seems like there's something there. There's something there. It's like, did they drag it from the canyon? But I guess that doesn't make any sense because the Forgotten Temple isn't a Gerudo structure, it's a Hylian one. I want to eat. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Ah, who's calling me? Oh, no one. That's my alarm. So anyhow, I just have thoughts about that. Okay, so we're going behind me. That's a Korok right there. Oh, awesome. Okay, so to do the quest here that's associated with the 7 heroines, right? You get these little orbs, and they have cool little symbols on them that sort of glow, right? They're little squiggly symbols, and you don't see those symbols anywhere else in the game. They're not Sheikah symbols, they're not Zonai symbols, they're not any of that. But you do see them. Well, actually, okay, I lied. They're not Sheikah symbols, they're not HYLIA symbols, but you do see them similarly. They're not the exact symbols, but they are most similar to the symbols you see on the little glowing orbs on Federa Plateau, which is a Zonai structure. So, could that imply that Zonai connection with 7 heroines? Who knows? I forgot there's a Talus here. What? Can you, like, super duper die? Real quick. We're having a discussion, alright? You can't. There we go, you're dead. Oh, moonstone. Full circle back to Tears of the Kingdom. Exactly. I planned that. I planned it all. I planned to take that conversation back to Tears of the Kingdom. This is all coherent and scripted. And that's a far way down. Wait. Let's think about this. Let's get this one. Or I could jump down there. Because I'm trying to teleport the least amount of time so that it's kind of like a real speedrun. Not that this isn't a real speedrun, because this is a real speedrun. This way? To my right? Korok. Nice. That one's down. And then, okay, so we're gonna cross this guy off. Bam. Then, bam. Then, there's another one. It's over there. Where we're gonna go. Achoo. This is the 2 dragons? I mean, maybe. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I forgot that they had the. Oh, this is my hero's journey across Hyrule. This is everywhere I've been. Wow, I've been here like once. I'm surprised. How did I turn this on? How did I do this? I forgot. A? Oh. Oh, it's not even the start. Oh, I've been traveling so much around that they don't even start me at the... They don't even start me at the Shrine of Resurrection. They just started me from where the memory could best handle. Okay. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure I've traveled to that place once. But, oh well. Can you... 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Little climbing trick for you. Link only slips on the 6th, basically, climb up. So if you just time yourself to climb either on the 4th or 5th, or even on the very 6th little climb up, and then you jump, you can make progress while climbing in the rain. Is it down more? Is it down more? Where is this? Maybe it's the bottom of the canyon. Oh, it is the bottom. I'm so smart. All the time. Every day. Every time, every day. I'm super smart. All the time. I know what I'm doing, yeah. You know, doing streams has opened me up to the fact that I hum to myself probably an annoying amount to other people. What can I say? I like me a little tune. I like me a little tune. On the subject of Breath of the Wild locations, Lenevo Promenade catches my eye a lot. It is very cool. So Promenade implies, to me, like religious importance. I think, if I recall correctly, Lenevo Promenade, right, is it's built this way by an ancient Hylian civilization, blah 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 blah. For the passage up to Mount Lanayru, which I think makes sense, because like that's where like Zelda makes her thing, blah blah blah. But like in creating the Champion book, they say that like they had like a little parade down here through the promenade, and then they would go over here to the foot of Mount Lanayru, and then the Zeldas would go up there and they do the blah 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 thing, right? But it's also like, because this was a fountain at one point. So like, because we see 100 years ago, the Lanayru Promenade is in the same state as it was like currently. Like it wasn't like refurbished or anything. Like this state was like still like flooded and that sort of thing. Like this like walkway was still flooded. It wasn't like working, I suppose, quote unquote. So it's like, why wouldn't they upkeep a place that is of such like religious importance, especially since the princess's powers are like something that they actually did care about a lot 100 years ago. Although I guess now that I think about it, like the Zelda powers were only significant during the times of calamity, and then the times of calamity, at least in our recorded history of the game, only occurs twice. The first time 10,000 years ago, and the second time 100 years ago. So if the only importance for this was to be like, oh, here goes the princess off to do her little thing with the powers with HYLIA, I guess in that time period between the first calamity 10,000 years ago and the second one 100 years ago, they just didn't care enough. So maybe that's why it's in disarray. But even still, I don't know. I would love, besides architecture, I would love a good little, like, religious history of Hyrule. Because like, you know there's gotta be some guy, or just a couple, maybe a couple of people, that are just like, calamity, it's a fairy tale. Fake news. You know what I mean? Can I please climb? Because, like, I wonder just how believing are people in, like, Hylia and the sort. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright, this is my last Rivali scale, so we gotta make this count. Please. There's also that thing in Age of Calamity where apparently Astor was part of a cult that worshipped Ganon, and then we just never got any context for it. Like, they somehow gave us less... I don't know how it was possible, but they just somehow... I should be using my climbing thing. They somehow gave us less information about a character by giving us information. You know what I mean? Like, I was so ready for the DLC to be like, yeah, give me answers. And they just gave me more questions. So, like, why... So, like, would a Calamity worshipping... Well, I guess it's not just a Calamity, it's like Ganon, right? So, a Ganon worshipping cult in Age of Calamity, and then they wear Gerudo things. So, it's obviously with... It's like, if the glam... Okay. Maybe I'll just wait for the rain to stop. Or maybe I'll just cheat. Yeah, we're just gonna cheat. We're just gonna cheat. Maybe only the royal family worships Hylia, and the worship was so insular and secret that no one else really takes care of those areas. I mean, maybe, but if their worship... Because, like, the royal family, usually how it works, in actual history, in, like, real-life history, if the royal family is practicing a religion, like, everyone else usually worships it too. Because the royal family is, like, the model family. So they're like, oh yeah, we're doing this, everybody else has to do it also. So... Where am... Who's under... Oh. Oh. That's not helpful, because it's raining. Like, why? Like, why would you need to keep... If only the royal family practiced the religion. Can you stop ringing? I'm doing my stream. I'm doing my stream, man. Like, you know, famous example, King Henry, you know? He was just like, we're not doing that religion anymore, we're doing this one so I can get a divorce, and now everyone has to practice it. Like, you don't need to keep that. You don't need to keep it secret. You're in the royal family. You can just force everyone to do it anyway. So the question would be, why would they climb it? I'm so good at this game, guys. I'm so good. So good at this game. And I don't think the royal family would keep secret that I have to make a whole Google Doc. Honestly, like, mood. There are so many Google Docs that I have of just like this stream could just be a Google Doc.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thank you, Rivali. I don't think that the royal family would keep that religion a secret because the ties of the royal family are inherent to the religion of HYLIA because they are descended from like Zelda is like the reincarnation of HYLIA or something like that, right? So it doesn't make sense, I think, for them to keep it a secret. But then if they don't keep it a secret, why isn't there upkeep on this super religious ruin thing? You know what I mean? Or maybe it's like, oh, we shouldn't upkeep it because it's sacred, so we shouldn't touch it at all? Maybe it's that sort of thing? But, I don't know, even then, it's a little weird. Okay, I just want to not mess it up. I think I see it. Oh, it's like the little structure things. Alright. I'm gonna not kill this fox, guys. Don't worry. Hi. Alright. Finally got. Can you... Listen, I can't climb up this. So you're gonna have to work up here. Please talk to me. There we go. Like, I don't think HYLIA and the Golden Goddesses are two separate religions, is what I'm thinking. That's fair. Because, like, HYLIA can be an entity, but also, like, not be worshipped. You know what I mean? Like, the Pope can exist, but that doesn't mean I believe, like, I don't know if that's a good analogy. like, okay, let's see. So we got this Korok seed, and we got this Korok seed. Oh, I completely skipped over the Koroks in here. Okay, we're gonna do these real fast, real quick. Real fast, real quick. We're gonna speed bomb. We're gonna wind wind bomb speedily over there, and it's gonna work because I know what I'm doing. I don't know how I feel about. Oh boy! Wait. Hold on, I'm just editing something on my... There we go, okay. I don't know how I feel about this being so... You know what? It's a little late now for me to mess with that. And I can read it. And that's all that needs to matter. Okay. We're going this way. I mean, that's what I meant to do. I meant to do that because I'm a pro gamer, pro streamer, pro speedrunner. You know what I do want to kind of talk about? Oh, but I kind of want to like refresh my memory. So I wanted to analyze the music in Tears of the Kingdom because the music is fuller than Breath of the Wild, right? And the purposes of Breath of the Wild soundtrack was that it was like it made room for ambiance, I suppose is the way I'll articulate that. Like it wouldn't work in this world that is focused on you just exploring nature and that sort of thing. For there to be like bombastic little fight. Where are those keys? I hear them. Oh, there it is. So like the music in Breath of the Wild, quiet, right? But music in Tears of the Kingdom, at least according to the trailers, much more full. Does that imply that imply that we're not in this period of Hyrule that's in ruins, and that we're in a period of Hyrule that's more full of life? Time travel? Who knows? But also, it's trailer music. Like, the trailer music for Breath of the Wild was also full and, like, more energetic. So, I think it's a little hard to read on that now. But... so let's see. I don't think Hylia and the Golden Gods are two separate religions. Like how different gods are worshipped for different things. Hylia is the ancestor for the royal family. The Golden Goddesses are said to create the world. Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot about the three Golden Goddesses in the game. There's like some like ruins. There's like Nation ruins, and then there's also like the three dragons. But like a lot of the main, I think the main like religious focus in Hyrule at this period of time would be more on Hylia and the sealing powers, because they don't mention the other Golden Goddesses. So maybe it could be a thing where like it's separate, where like there's not a lot of religious practice going down with the Golden Goddesses. Like there are the three ruins, springs, but even in those, like when Zelda prays in the Spring of Power, she's not praying to the Golden Goddesses, she's praying to like Hylia. So it's like, I don't know. Again, I would love a religious breakdown. I love a religious history class on Hyrule. I would love that. I would love that a whole lot. Okay, next one is down here. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Hi, Mr. Man. See, now if only... Oh my god, who just shot? That was hella rude, boy. Yeah, I am rude. Oh. Okay. Next Korok is... Oh, it's literally right next to here. It's on this thing up there. Pretty sure. So we're gonna Rivali scale it. Write that doc. You go author, you write that Google Doc. And I'm gonna read the fuck. Where is... Oh, there it is. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. We're not gonna make that. Okay. Alright, so we have to get up there. How? Is it even possible to do that without Rivali scale? I guess maybe you could climb. I don't know, it looks a little steep. Where? Where? There. But also, if we want to think about it, this might be me projecting, right? You know what? It probably is me projecting. I shouldn't say that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But I think one of the themes of Breath of the Wild is like tradition versus like, it's like kind of growing out of tradition, I think, right? Because it wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't Hylia or the goddesses or blah 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 that actually like did anything that like saved Hyrule. And I know there's a lot of stuff in the fandom that's like, oh, Hylia is evil and that sort of thing. But like, I'm not trying to get into that. But like, I think that the mythos and religion of Hylia and the Golden Goddesses, blah blah blah. That's not what saved Hyrule. Like, sure, maybe they made Hyrule, but in Breath of the Wild, what really happened? What really happened was that the traditional nature, the like attempt to live up to old legends and like this is what they did 10,000 years ago, so we gotta do it here. That's what caused their downfall. Them being stuck in those traditions and those like old ways is kind of what bit them in the back, whatever the saying is. You know, that's what it like what's the saying? The saying where they bite them, bites. You know what I mean? It was like Zelda being her own person and like caring about her friends and that sort of thing, power, friendship, and all that. Oh, it's up here. Oh, you can even see the little rocks, I think. That's what awoke her powers. It wasn't like praying or anything. It was just like her being her own full person. So I think that even though the ruins are like beautiful, the fact that they are ruins and that they are destroyed, like especially like the Temple of Time. Yeah, tradition versus technology. Like, I don't know, it's just something to me about like the traditions constructed by man, whatever, don't persist to the overarching nature, the like inherent nature that everything in the world has of just like being good. And you know, and I like that. Like, it wasn't the gods, it wasn't a prayer, it wasn't a magic thing. I mean, it was a magic thing, but the magic thing was awoken by just like her wanting to save her friends. It wasn't about fulfilling a prophecy. It wasn't about living up to whatever they did 10,000 years ago. It wasn't even about like killing Ganon or like getting vengeance. It was just to be like, oh, my friend that I care about a lot is going to die, and I would like them to not die, please. And then that's when Hylia was like, oh shit, really? I'll do that for you. And then, you know, I'm just like, everything is destroyed except for that idea. Because that idea is not something that is constructed. It is just something that exists within the Breath of the Wild. No, credits roll. I can do this. Oh, come on. One of these days, I'm gonna get it right. I swear, I used to be good at wind bombs. And then I just didn't do them for a long period of time, and now I can. Hey, look! It's Tears of the Kingdom. Whoa! And these columns, you can see these. You can see these columns in the trailer at a point in time. See, it's the two little, like, dragons. Like, you see this one little dragon? It's two little dragons. You can see those. And then these are the same ones that are present in all the Zonai mazes, and in the Zonai ruins in Faron region. Gotta love some dragons. And the dragons are here because this is Thundera Plateau. And thunder and lightning is associated with courage. And the dragons are associated with courage. And that whole thing. Because each of the elements, ice is for wisdom, fire is for power, lightning's for blah blah blah. And, going off on that again, I am so good at this game. Thank you, author. Going off that again. Lightning is the only one that doesn't have counterpart.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Thank you, Rivali. Fire and ice are always weak to each other. Like, Fire Wizrobe, use an ice attack on them, they instantly die. Ice Wizrobe, use a fire attack on them, they instantly die. It's just like, whoa. Wisdom and power, Calamity and Zelda, or Ganon and Zelda, they're always at odds with each other in all the games. But the special one is the lightning one. Who wants to go to Applebee's? Tonight? Applebee's? My friends want to go to Applebee's. And I would love to go. Oh, there's the Korok. What was I saying? Oh my god. Look at Discord. I'm streaming. Don't you know I'm streaming? I'm being a pro gamer. Hold on. 1 second, guys. I gotta check my friends want to go to Applebee's. Give me 1 second. Please, do I have to ask Kip there? Oh yeah, because I have my D&D. Well, what time for... Applebee's. Applebee's. Apples with bees. You know, what if... It's kind of crazy that they made the apples and bees in Breath of the Wild like a real thing in real life. Like the restaurant Applebee's, like, pretty sure that's based on Breath of the Wild. Because like in Breath of the Wild, there were apples and there are bees. Like, it's pretty crazy. I think I got all the Koroks here. Right? I gotta check my thing. Okay. I think we're all good there. We could go to... Oh, we're almost done with Hyrule Ridge. There's 3 more, and they're on 3 exact opposite corners of Hyrule Ridge. So, there's this one. Oh, no, wait. I got this one earlier. I just forgot to cross it off. But there's one in Breach of Demise. Breach of Demise, which is a reference to Demise and his minions cracking out of hell or whatever. And one really... Who Discord DM me again? You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. 8. Alright, I guess I'm gonna move my D&D session a little bit earlier today so that I can go to Applebee's with my friends. You know, it's a good thing that my friends don't play Breath of the Wild. Because... Yeah, we can move to earlier than... Yeah, it's a good thing that my friends don't play Breath of the Wild, because I pulled so many tricks and themes out of this game from my D&D campaign that I'm running. It's, one little thing. If I can miss my... Because in... I don't even want to say it, because I know one of my friends is watching this right now, and they're in my D&D campaign, so I don't want to go over that. But I could talk about that for a long period of time. It's kind of my thing. One thing about me is I'm gonna talk for a long period of time, so... Ignore the fact that we're teleporting. When this is all an edited YouTube video, you won't know. Well, you will know. But I'm gonna make fun of myself in it, so it'll be fun. And like, who needs... Kip, how many hours do you have in Breath of the Wild? I think 2,000. I think around 2,000 hours across all my accounts, because I have, in this one, I think around 700, 800 hours, right? But this is on my new OLED. Yes, I have 770 hours in Breath of the Wild on this account. And this is my first account. But then on my old Switch, because it's my OLED Switch with like, ooh, fancy. Wait, I forgot to turn on my RGB. Look at me, pro gamer. It's got fancy lights. Ooh. But I have 5 other accounts that I have varying between 200 to there we go. That's good. In my 5 other accounts, I have varying between like 200 to 500 hours in those, because that was back when Master Mode wasn't a thing and you couldn't have separate save files, and I didn't want to restart this save file because this is my very, very first save file with everything on it, with my like duplication glitches and like hunting shields and all that. I didn't want to like delete this, so I just made other Nintendo accounts to play Breath of the Wild and different things. And I think I guess, so yeah, 2,000 hours, pretty much. And Breath of the Wild is great because that's where I get all my ideas for all music ever. Well, not really. It's Breath of the Wild, Octopath Traveler, and Persona 5. those are the 3 games that I base all music on. We should be like, oh, you guys want to listen to... Because, you know, this is the stream. We gotta be active. We gotta be active. I got a great idea. Let's listen to some... Not Game Changer. Let's listen... Here, this is... Here. Let's listen to some... Can you hear this? Wait a moment. I don't know if you can hear this or not. I think you can hear that. Can you hear that? Let me know in chat if you can hear that. This is one little song that I was making for my D&D campaign, which is basically, no, you can't hear it? Well, shit. Oh, never mind? Oh, can't hear it? Right? There you go. But my D&D campaign, without giving too much away, because one of you is in it, in chat. It's a little, like, 1920s noir campaign, but with fantasy elements. So it's just like, there's tieflings, dwarves, goblins, and all the sort. But also, it's in, like, a city that's based on New York City. And then there's a little noir mystery. So I'm just pulling all the stops from Persona 5 to make all the music for each of my characters. Leaving so you'll talk mine. I know your tricks. You're just leaving so that I'll talk about the D&D spoilers and then you'll just watch this live stream back later. I know what you're up to. Noob shit. Anyhow, what was I doing here? Oh, I was getting a Korok seed. That's what this stream is about. I remember what we're here for. Oh, it's up on here. It's like up on this thing. Anyhow, this theme is for one of my players that is basically gonna be a little rat man. And I'm excited for him because I got a thing planned today for a D&D session that I'm doing. Because they're going to the archives today and they're gonna discover a lot of information about the mystery. And I guess, okay, so when I was making D&D campaigns, where am I on the right ledge? Oh, I'm very much not. This is the opposite side. I need to go to that one? That one. We can win all this. But I was just stealing game design from Breath of the Wild, where it'd be like, go to any of these 4 major locations at any time, at any order, and then once you do those, that'll heighten your experience with the final thing in the game. Man, I wish I knew music, I would have so much fun. Well, we all have our quirks. Like, I wish I knew art, because I would also have so much fun. If I knew art, and I knew how to draw, it would be over for you all. I would put so much time into that, and I would draw so many of those guys. Like, they're in my head already. I've got them down. And then to just like, put them on digital paper, not digital paper, but like digital or paper. I would do the art. I would fuck the art out of that. I don't know if that's the right word. Fuck. I would art the fuck out of that. Should just send me your ideas. I could do that. I could do that. Where is this Korok? Where? It says there's a Korok here. And I know I'm in the right place. And it says there's a little platform on the large cliff southwest of here, jutting out of the eastern face, then race to the ring before timer runs out. Oh, so I'm ending here, but I'm starting... It's one of those traveling Korok things again, where you stand on the thing. Okay. I got it. At any order, and then you told me not to go somewhere. Well, that's, you could go there, but that's like... In Breath of the Wild terms, that's like doing Von Boris first in Breath of the Wild. And it's like, you can do that, but It's everyone knows. Everyone knows you gotta start with Varuta because that's where the game leads you, and then you go clockwise, and that's the best experience you can have in the game. All right, that's like it's like going to Vanaboris before anything else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's a correct order. I wonder what order everyone's first Divine Beast Ruta. I'm curious. Like I know not everyone's first Divine Beast is Ruta, but like. What's the story there if your first Divine Beast wasn't Ruta? You know what I mean? Because, like, so much of the game leads you to Ruta. And it's just like, wow. What happened? What's your story? How'd you come this way, traveler? You know what I mean? You could also technically go straight to Ganon. Yeah. Honestly, you can do that in my campaign, too. Like, if you know what's going on, if you know who the murderer is, the vast political scheme, you can kill the guy. I'll let you kill the guy. I've done that before. I once had I ran a D&D campaign. Not the one I'm doing. It's just like it was like a classical high fantasy kind of thing. And the bad guy was basically the little kid that they were like traveling with for the whole story. But one of my players was just like, you know, being cheeky. They really hated the kid. And then they just rolled 3 nat 20s in like not in a row, but like in like 5 rolls. In like 5 rolls in their little investigation. You got 3 nat 20s. And they figured it out. They figured it out that the kid was they figured it out that my cute little kid was the bad guy. And then they killed him. And I was like, well dang. Well dang. And like I love like even though I did a lot of work for that and I was a little bit like, well, all that work is useless now. I respect it, because D&D is a little video game, and I'm not about to limit your little video gaming choices. You know what I mean? So, I just basically my payback was that they killed the little kid and they had all the evidence, but then for the rest of the campaign they were labeled as a child murderer, and it made them harder to do anything else in that campaign for the rest of the session, and their character, I gave them a bunch of trauma and that kind of thing. So, you know, same thing. You accidentally did Thunderblight Ganon super early in your save file. That is super duper unfortunate. I fought Thunderblight Ganon without a Master Sword. And I don't know how, because how you fight Thunderblight Ganon without getting your weapons out of your guy, like, for the whole fight, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how you do it. Where am I going? Oh, I got the Korok seed. I can leave. Oh my god. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Okay. There's another Korok seed right there. And we're gonna teleport. And we're gonna get it. I got super good at counters though. That's fair. That's fair. I love flurry rushes. Flurry rushes, parries. Mwah. Loved it. I'm really interested to see how they develop the combat in Tears of the Kingdom. Because, like, flurry rushes are cool. Because, like, you don't need to do them to beat the game. You can just fight, like, regularly. That's what I'm, like, a lot of speedrunners don't actually use flurry rushes because it's faster to just use your regular attacks with high boosted areas and then just, like, do them in quick succession. If you know how to, like, stasis and then just, like, do shields, jump things, and then but flurry rushes, they just feel good to do. Because you stop time, and you're like, whoa, I'm fast. I'm the Flash. I want that flamethrower. The flamethrower looks sick. And it's like a little dragon on, like, your hand or something. It's like, what? Oh, you were listening to my music. I forgot about that. Let's look at that little song. This is my main theme for my soundtrack. I guess I should lower this. I did this thing, so like there's 2 major scales in between this. The first and the third scale of like are in major, and then I put accidentals on the second 2 in between. So it's a chromatic, it scales down chromatically. So it's like both supposed to be a happy tune where it's like, well, this is a city, but then there's like a mystery in it. I love music. Music is pretty cool, in my opinion. Can I have a rock, please? And if my players ever paid attention to the motifs, they'd find that the minor parts of this main theme, which are implied to be the dark secrets of the city, they are found in the same motifs I had for certain NPCs that will be important later. So. Nothing would improve Dimension 20 more than if they had an original soundtrack, in my opinion. You guys watch Dimension 20? I'm just like, ugh, the new Never After episode. Oh my god. I'm so not okay, but nothing would improve that show more than an original sound. Nothing would improve any show more than an original soundtrack, in my opinion. Where is Rock? 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 Does this map tell me where the rock is? Maybe? Pretty please? The rock is hidden behind some bushes southwest of the circle. Wow! Thanks, Little Wiki. Alright, so southwest. That is the exact opposite of where I am right now. Counter the original soundtrack argument. Shrek. That is fair. You know, I can't compete with Shrek. Shrek is... That's fair. You're right. I think every D&D campaign would be improved if they used the Shrek soundtrack in there. Okay, southwest of this. So south, and then west. Bushes. Bushes. We're looking for bushes. How does Shrek do it? I don't know. There we go. This is not southwest. This is south. Oh, it is southwest. I know maps. And then all my soundtracks, they loop perfectly. Like the ending just leads back into the beginning so that I can play it as long as I need. My little dialogue thing. You DM me. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I think I'm gonna... Definitely gotta do... Let's see. We're doing... planning out my day in real time right here. I go to Applebee's at 8, and then I need at least 2 hours and a half for to DM my campaign. So 8 o'clock minus 2 is 6. So I'll do it from like 5. So I'll end this stream at like 4 something. And then, yeah. Alright, we got all of the Koroks in Hyrule Ridge. So we're good to go. We're pretty good to go. We now move up here. We're gonna start with this thing over here. Okay, I lied. We didn't get some of them that are like over here, but that doesn't count. We'll go back there later. I'm sure that won't bite me in the ass in any way, shape, or form. So, okay, Korok over there. I'm just gonna cross this bridge. So let's go over here to this little shrine over here. So, I was saying something about the music. You know what we should do? We're gonna listen right now. Right now, we're gonna listen to the music in Tears of the Kingdom so that I can analyze it. Tears of the Kingdom trailer. I'm not gonna do the 2019 trailer because that's like its own thing with like Ganon. But I want this one. Let's play it. We're gonna skip this intro scene. I don't know. Can you? There we go. So he still has They still have the Yurha, which is the main instrument. Breath of the Wild. And then it's an interesting percussion choice there. Alright, so like they do have the same swelling sort of vibe that Breath of the Wild has. That's the that is the trailer for this. This is the latest trailer, that one there, the 2022 one that I just played. And so like I'm trying to think. Because I think the majority of that trailer I skipped over because it was just like the ominous music over like the ruins, or not the ruins, the hieroglyphs with like Zelda and that weird deity person, right? And then because it's still, I don't think, there was this video by this guy that made like an orchestration, like a hypothetical orchestration for Tears of the Kingdom, and that's like the dream, to combine both theorizing and music. Like, who thinks of that? I wish I could do that. But like, I don't know, I guess we don't know enough about Tears of the Kingdom yet to like really decipher it based on the music, but it is from the trailers, which might not mean a lot because it is trailer music. It is more, it's more like full than Breath of the Wild. It says there's 2 Koroks here. Oh, there's one at the base of the mountain. Wait, hold on, we're gonna jump off a cliff real quick. And we're gonna go to the bottom. That was pretty smooth. That was pretty smooth. We have like 3 songs and Tim the Man still pulled through for us. I know, he's great. I'm glad someone knew what I was talking about. Tim the Man is so, I love him. I love him. And it's like those 3 songs are vastly different than each other. Like the first song is completely its own thing. I remember when that first trailer came out in 2019, I was comparing the hell out of that to Astor's theme because they have like, so Astor's theme, if you don't know, I'll talk about Astor's theme a little bit. Astor's theme is basically just Zelda's lullaby, but reversed and thrown into a new key and then made more original. It's basically the same thing. So it's like, so Zelda's lullaby is like da 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 da, but Astor's theme is like da 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 da. I hope I'm articulating that well, but probably not. But I'm like, whoa, Astor's theme is just Zelda's lullaby, but different. You know what I mean? So I was trying to be like, I wonder if I can compare this new theme with this 2019 trailer with a spooky little Ganon to like something in Age of Calamity. Maybe Astor's connected. Obviously, Astor is, we now know Astor is just a nobody. He's probably not connected. I would love for him to be connected somehow, and I'd be completely wrong. But he's probably not going to be in Breath of the Wild 2. But, I mean, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm going to get Breath of the Wild 2. But, you know, let's go to the, not this. You know what, while we're down here, we should get also this Korok over there. But yeah, cause
Rivali's gale is now ready.
thank you, Rivali. What was I saying? I keep forgetting what I'm saying because I have too many thoughts, and not in the horny way. Because is that way? Yeah, that way. Okay, we got this. We're gonna win bomb this. Ready? Fuck. That's what I meant to do. That's what I'm meant to do. I think when it first came out, people compared that 2019 music to Zelda's first game. Oh, you're right. I do remember that. Yes, it is. That's what I was thinking of. The end game music for the first Zelda's theme is the same percussive, or not percussive, sorry, staccato notes that are in the background of Ganon, of not Ganon's theme, but like the theme in which Ganon Corpse is shown. So yes, and I was like, whoa, that's why you play other Zelda games, I guess, because I haven't played other Zelda games. I played Majora's Mask for like 2 hours when I was 7 on my cousin's Wii, and it was for the final boss, which was not fun and also not very helpful in me understanding what was going on. So yeah, Breath of the Wild is my first Zelda game, and all my other Zelda knowledge is derived from fandom and whatever linked universe posts show up on my dash. So that's pretty much it. But I could never hear it. I think, like, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Let's hear right now if, oh gosh. Here, I'll put it on my little monitor so you can come with me. So, Zelda 1 game over music, right? Let's listen to that. My headphones are connected to my Switch, so I have to like put this up. So if this is like echoes on my mic, I'm sorry. But while that's playing, I'm still gonna go back here and do my little things. And then we'll compare that to the 2019 thing, and we'll decide in real time. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play? I need to refresh. Hello? Hello? Okay, it's not this part. It's this part over. I hope I don't get like... This isn't against copyright, is it? No. I don't think so. I'm just gonna keep kind of talking over it just in case so that I can get proper, like, the law where... I forgot the word, but the law where, like, if you change something enough... Transformative work thing. That's the word I was looking for. If it's a transformative work, it doesn't infringe on copyright. And this is a transformative work because we're theorizing over it. So, yeah. Alright.
This one definitely needs to be brought.
Okay, so if we... Oh! Yeah. So, those notes, right? Am I streaming on? Yeah. Okay, so... Now we're gonna pull up... Oh. We'll do... Wait. Wait. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I was getting the next thing up, which is the 2019 trailer. So, I remember I got up the sheet music for Zelda's Game Over theme, and it wasn't like transposed, not even like on a different scale. It wasn't the exact same thing as the sheet music for this, but here, I have to lower this. We'll just let that whole trailer play while I fight this guy. Thanks for the help. And then that's kind of the end of it. Those first notes really are the connections people are making with that being the game over music. There we go. And it's not like, it's not the same transposed sheet music, but it is like very similar. Also, in the 2021 trailer, I swear to God, I can hear Giraham's theme in the scene with the Rising Castle. Maybe. I'm actually, myself, not super familiar with Giraham's theme. But, you know, maybe. You know what? We'll listen to that next. But I did want to share, like, go on here. Game Over Zelda sheet music. And then we can compare that to 2019 with 1 2 music. Sheet music. Muse score is my bestie. So MuseScore is like done by like just people over the internet. It's not like anything official. But so here, we'll play this. So that's that. And then when we go from here, this uses C sharp, basically. So it has sorry, not C. So like D flat. I don't know why it's saying sharps, but it's F and D because this is a C sharp, which would be a D flat, not. Anyhow, they're in the same. They both have the same sharps. They both have the same accidentals, if you will, that make them the creepy notes. The part that makes the music creepy are these notes in particular. Is because they're of a different scaling than what this would typically be, like a major C, right? And these use the same. The 2019 trailer uses those same creepy notes, as I'll just call it in layman's term, but it's not the same thing. Like, especially because of this quarter rest right here kind of moves it from this music box rhythm that it has in the game over theme, where it's like it goes like high and then ascends and then lowers. So like you can kind of see like the curve. I'm sharing my screen right now, right? Like you can see my, yeah, I think I am. But like, so like it like ascends and then you go low and you go high, boop 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 boop, and then a nice little curve here, curve, right? But then in this theme here, it ascends, descends. It like goes up and down in like a sort of staccato rhythm, like ba 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 bum, ba bum bum. There's no ascending rhythm that's not the same as the. But if we like, I think, I don't know if in the free version I can speed it. So that's 120 beats per minute, and then this is I think it's especially this first two measures that are the most similar if you were to make a connection. So compare that with, well, yeah, I don't know. It could go either way, is the point I'm trying to say. So, can't hear MuseScore in music theory. Oh, you couldn't hear MuseScore that whole time? Well, that's a little unfortunate, but hopefully my squiggly lines, is this the music theory part of the speedrun? Yeah, this is all part of speedrunning. Everyone knows. Every speedrunner knows. First speedrunner knows you gotta have that part where you break down the music and you talk about theories and you just waste all your time staring at one little Korok guy for 10 minutes straight. So, yeah. I just took out the thing. We're fine. This is all part of speedrun. Speedrun. Pro speedrun strats, pro gamer, pro YouTuber, pro streamer. We're good. Anyhow. We're gonna go to the ancient columns now. Ancient ruins. We love to see it. Oh, I can up the thing of this anymore because we're not listening to stuff on YouTube anymore. Guess we could listen to. Yeah, let's see. You want to listen to this battle theme that I wrote? This is the first battle theme. It's a remix of one of my other NPC's themes. This. You fight them. This is very Rivers in the Desert-esque if you guys play Persona 5. In fact, I think I lifted the bass line pretty much from Persona 5 on this. Because art is all about stealing and transforming. So, I should be in like there's another one over. You want more music theory lessons? All right, while this is playing. So in my two favorite soundtracks in video game history, which are Breath of the Wild and Octopath Traveler. Sorry, Persona 5. You're up there, but like 3rd place. But in music, you know, I don't want to use fancy terms to sound pretentious. So I'll just say like, you got the high energy part and you got the low energy part. And because in music, when you make a full song, you don't want it to be like high energy the whole way, because that's been. I love that. Wait, I just want to enjoy my song real quick. Hold on. What else is going here? Okay, so I'm gonna. That's the main theme. That's the main theme that I'm mixing up. Okay. Change. Oh! First successful wind bomb of the whole stream. Wait. I can't stasis these? That's sad. I'm gonna run out of arrows. And then that repeats. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So in the music, when you make a little song, you want a high energy part and then a low energy part, and then so when you make a little song, you basically want to make sure that there is a journey when you make a song. You can't have a consistent idea, because consistent feelings / ideas are motifs, and motifs are things that you want to piece together to make a full song, if that makes sense. So like, for example, you have Zelda's theme. Or not Zelda's Lullaby. And Zelda's Lullaby isn't in itself like a song. That is true. But I would argue it's more meant to function as a singular motif that you use to build to create other songs. Because Zelda's Lullaby is like da da da. That's something that's present in many other songs. And what is their use in those other songs? It's to divide up different emotions. Through the long length of time that those songs are, especially in video games where the soundtrack needs to encompass a large length of time and then loop perfectly. So what I'm saying is, well, first what I'm saying is, where's this next Korok? It's right here. What I'm saying is, when you make a little song, you don't want to just make a little tune. You want to make the journey first. You want to say, hey, what kind of feeling do you want at the start of a song? Then how are you going to change that feeling? And then how are you going to end that feeling? How are you going to end it all after that whole journey? You're basically writing a little story when you make a little song. This is a cute little place. Wait, aw. I like this Korok location. It's like tucked away. You know, I can't stay focused, but this is so cute. It's like little tucked away. So, when you make a song, you make first feeling, and then you make how you're gonna change that feeling, and then you make the ending feeling. And then you can, if you're gonna loop the song, that ending feeling might segue back into the original first feeling that was challenged midway through, right? So, when the songs have a little, especially battle themes, right? I'm just gonna talk about my song again, because I like talking about music I make. So this sets up tension and anticipation, because you have the high bass line, and then it's like, ooh, grouchy and that kind of sort of thing, right? I'm gonna lower it a bit. And then it sets up the bass line that is present throughout the rest of the song, except for one part, but I'll get to that. And then you get the high energy part that initiates the battle, right? But once you establish the feeling, that's the first part of the song. And then you kind of build on that and then challenge the emotion to make it feel different or even heighten it further. So that's what making a soundtrack's all about, you know what I mean? Then and then you get this part here, which is more quieter, because now it's like, ooh, rest point of battle. Maybe you're not like fighting a little guy, maybe you're like thinking like, okay, how are we gonna beat this? How are you gonna beat this little monster? How are you gonna beat this villain? So you change the emotion, even though it's set in the same sort of like theme of like battle. You still have the same underlying presence there, so it ties back to the original first feeling, and you can move it back however you want. So like, I did like original feeling, rest, after the rest, we move on to the new energy, blah 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 blah. Next verse. And then you use the silence, and then you use percussion, change it to a new theme here. This one's more hopeful. It's like, yeah, we can do this. Power of friendships. And then you use motifs within that, like this motif of the main theme for my campaign, which is then subverted back into a key change of the original first feeling, right? So when you make a little song, the motifs in there function as changes between different feelings, or like become the feelings themselves. So like when you insert Zelda's Lullaby into something, you instantly have that feeling of like maybe sadness or like nostalgia or just like fondness of something. And you don't need to do a whole lot, because once you establish that theme, that motif, you can just put it in anywhere. You don't need to write a whole new theme. The players are already thinking, oh, Zelda's Lullaby, that's the song that plays when I was thinking about Zelda or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then you can just put it in there with a bunch of other feelings, and you get a new complex feeling. And it's like, whoa, that's what music's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And then after you plan out the feelings that you plan for your little song, then you write what the thing is. Then you write the notes. So before you make music, you gotta make a little story. That's my hip tip of the day. Hip tip. That's it. That's it. That's my new thing now. I'm gonna be giving hip tips, because that sounds so... It rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? What I need is a rock now. I need a little rock. I need it. Kinda now. Where would I get a rock? How do I do this? I need to put a rock in this hole. Is it not up here? Is it like over here? Oh, it's right there. I know where it is. Anyhow, point is, music is so easy if you just know how to make a little story. And that's it. And then you just put a little tune on it. And then that's it. You don't need to know scales, you don't need to know nothing. Just get GarageBand out. Oh, I gotta kill that wolf. Okay. Get GarageBand out. Make one little feeling. Make another little feeling. Connect it. Bam. Banger song. And that's what Breath of the Wild and Octopath have in common. Because in the video games, right, those different... I remember why I was on this conversation in the first place. In video games like Octopath Traveler and Breath of the Wild, those segments of different feelings don't play continuously in like one little song, right? Usually you have one soundtrack, and then you just... one soundtrack file, and you play it at like this instance. Like, you play it when you activate this boss. But in Breath of the Wild, and also Octopath Traveler, best RPG of all time, they divide those segments perfectly, in that they only activate when you are in certain phases or you do certain things in battle. So for example, I think the most obvious example would be for the mini bosses, like the Molduga fights, the Hinox, the Stone Talus, right? Those all have 2 to 3 different phases. I think they're just called phases, like when you search up the original soundtrack. You have first phase soundtrack for Molduga, and that's little. Dun, 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 you know, whatever, right? But then once you actually weaken them, like you use a bomb to explode them or whatever, and they're in a state where they can't do anything, then it activates the second part of the soundtrack in that part only. So the music actively follows what you're doing in battle. It's not just like an anticipation of like, okay, this is the part of music where like you're resting, whatever. No, it only plays when you actually do those things in battle. Even in regular battles, like with like bokoblins or whatever, or with the Yiga, those like the generic quote unquote battle themes, they follow to the beat of when you land a headshot. If you land a headshot and you have the little ding, the percussion in the song knows to play, okay, the next percussive beat goes right after that. Like there's an additional like percussive like bell noise that happens after you do that to let you know like, so you fire the arrow, ding, and then music goes dun dun dun, bow, bow. It's so good. It's so good. And that's just in Breath of the Wild. In Octopath Traveler, another game that I like a lot, that no one has played, probably, but in that game, in cutscenes, the cutscene music transitions perfectly to the battle music that plays directly after it. You know, so like, you have one little cutscene that's like, oh, you killed my father, prepare to die, something like that. I'll just made that up. You have one little cutscene that's like that, and you have the intense music like that. And then when it cuts from that cutscene to the battle stage, instead of just like cutting, playing a new soundtrack, they have a sound file set for actually transitioning between that any specific cutscene to any specific battle theme. So it's like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Music? That's like, whoa. Maybe the real speedrun was the music we made along the way. There's a Korok here, I think. Wait, no. Oh, no, that's a Nero Hill. Never mind. Oh, and I got this one. I keep forgetting to check off Koroks on my little file. Alright, I think... yeah, so we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. We can't stop. We can't stop. We gotta keep going. We're gonna teleport here and get this Korok. We're gonna put this up a little bit. This is a whole different vibe than my other streams. I just talked so much about things in this stream. I didn't do that last stream. Last stream... well, there was no last stream. If you were here for the third stream, no you weren't. This is the real third stream. There was no third stream. But... didn't happen. Well, yeah. I passed it. Okay, fuck. Where is the Korok? Where is the Korok? Where is the Korok on this hill? Oh, I think it's over here. Maybe I should turn this discussion back towards actual Zelda, instead of just generic things that are vaguely associated with Zelda. Who wants to talk about something in chat? What the viewers decide. Where? No, I passed it again. Where is this going? No, it's to the left. What? Okay. Is it down here? Okay, it's over here. No, it's over here. Oh. There we go. Oh, I forgot I couldn't click to focus on an enemy because this is not Age of Calamity. I think next stream I'm gonna dedicate all to Age of Calamity. There we go. Hey, there's a Korok. Do you plan on playing any other Zelda games, like, one day? I guess it depends. I know that a lot of them have been ported to the Switch, right? But they haven't, like, been super accessible because you need to pay the subscription thingy, right? And I don't really feel like playing it. If there was a Zelda game that's like just like on its own, like because I like my games physical. I don't like buying digital downloads of anything. If there was like a physical of like Twilight Princess or like Majora's Mask, I'd play that. Maybe down the line. Maybe down the line I'll pick up one of the, you know what? Cuz like now that like I'm streaming and like making videos, maybe I'll get it and stream like Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess or something. Because I think half the fun of it is that everybody else knows what goes on in that already, but I don't. And it's fun to see when people don't know things that are like known, you know? So, I don't know, maybe once this little journey of speedrunning is done, I will look to streaming one of those games. Because now I have a fancy little capture card, so I can do it. I can do it. Did we get this one? No, we didn't. I don't think we went over here. We got this one. Yeah. We didn't get this one. So we're gonna go over there. Then... I don't know, what game do you think I should start with? Everyone says Ocarina of Time, right? Everyone's like, Ocarina of Time is the best one. But like, is it? Is it the best one? I don't know. Okay, so there's one. We're gonna go back here and get this Korok seed, and then this Korok seed, and then that Korok seed. And then... oh no, we're gonna go all the way back. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the ancient columns. We're gonna go back here and get, like, this Korok seed. My iPad's on low battery. That's a warning sign that I'm gonna have to end the stream in a period of time that is sooner than later. But this Korok seed... Ocarina of Time is overrated in my opinion. I get that. I get that a lot. Because I think everyone that says Ocarina of Time is the best one are the people that it was their first Zelda game, or it was like they played it a long time ago when they were a kid, and now they're like, yeah, it was the best one, because that's the one I played during my time. Because I guarantee you, like, if they're still making Zelda games 20 years from now, I'm still gonna be like, actually, Breath of the Wild is the best video game of all time, regardless of if any of the other video games are, like, better. You know what I mean? I think that's the sort of syndrome that, Ocarina of Time is getting. Not that it's bad. I don't think it's bad. But, you know. Could be... I feel like, from what I've heard of the Zelda games, Majora's Mask seems more, like, compelling to just, like, me as a person. And... I don't know, I feel like I'd like Majora's Mask from what I've heard of it. And also, I've heard stuff about Twilight Princess, of course, because Midna, like Midna, right? Like, but, I don't know. Ah, one day we'll find out, maybe. One day soon. I guess, because, like, Malamart, I love music, thank you. Where am I going? I'll jump. Should I wind bomb this? We're gonna wind bomb this. Okay, and then when they line up like that, that's when you get the thing. And then it didn't, because it went off to the side. I can do wind bombs. Oh, okay, we're going this way. We're just gonna drop here. Oh, I don't have my master sword. Korok Leaf, underrated for just being able to glue enemies. Okay, so we're over here. This little Korok. Why is her name Midna? You're not Mid-Girl, you're perfect. So true! So true. Like, why is her name Midna? Is there, like... is that an actual name, or is that, like, a made-up name that they put for the game? I don't know. one thing about me is I'm gonna search up the backgrounds of names all the time, because that's how I do foreshadowing. Every single... I bet all of my D&D campaigns could be solved instantly. People just looked up the backgrounds on the names of NPCs. Because I love me some foreshadowing and irony. Dramatica. Alright, this one's done. Bam. And I also think... because Astorite is a name that is derived from, like, astrology. And what? He's a seer that looks into the stars. Wow. And then, Link, obviously, is just, like, the link between player to the world of Hyrule, so that's why his name is Link. Wow. But then there's also, like, some other stuff in there. Like, there's other stuff, I swear. I just can't think of it right now, because I'm trying to find more Koroks. Went up here. Okay. It's 410. Sick. Midnight as in midnight. Oh! That makes sense. Yeah, because Twilight Realm. Yeah, midnight. Yeah. Alright, I probably should have seen that. I probably should have seen that. It's pretty obvious now that I think about it. Three. There we go, rocks. Okay, so we need to look for rocks. Rocks? Oh, there was one close to it. Nice. Nicely done, me. Thanks, me. Oh, no problem, me. Alright. It's gonna be the Why is Link Hot video. I love that video, yeah. And like, Link is so... Listen, this is not being biased because it's me. This is my first Zelda game. But, pretty objectively, this Link is the hottest Link in the franchise. Like, just look at... Listen, I'm Ace, but like, that doesn't mean I don't know attraction. Like, that's a bad boy right there. That's like what? Like, who? Like, that's a guy. That's a hot guy. That's a hot guy. They knew what they were doing, and they did it right. And good for them. Alright, let's see. I am going to go up to this Korok seed. My plans on... I guess I'll do a mega stream. Because I was planning to do it Friday. But then Friday pooped out on me. And I can't do it today because I have plans. But Sunday, I might do a mega stream into the night where I just get as much done as possible. Because I'm on a time limit here. It's only so long that I can stream before my jaw is torn asunder. I cannot speak. So, you know. Yeah. Reggie, Link is hot. And Reggie's right. Link do be hot. Especially like up on... You know what Link's hottest outfit is? It's an outfit here. We gotta get like rid of the Link's hottest outfit. It's not the Gerudo outfit. It's not the Hylian tunic. Alright? It's not even him being naked. Okay? His hottest outfit is this one. So, yeah. We're gonna go into this region here with the blue thing, and oh, we're almost there. Whoa, sitting on a chair, yeah. Meadow, this divine beast. Try and tell me otherwise. Is it up here? There we go. My intuition, my pro gamer intuition was correct. I didn't even need to look that up. I just knew. I just knew that's where the Korok was. Let's go. Boom. Then we got this one. Boom. This one. Boom. This one. Boom. This one. Boom. And then this one over here. We're gonna go to that one next. Wait, hold on. We gotta rock over Korok, so. Almost fell, but it's fine. Not instant karma, because I didn't fall to my death, so. Anyhow, bye. We're gonna win bomb. No, we're not. I lied. I love lying. We're not gonna win bomb. There we go. That's our destination. We're gonna talk to a little Korok right over there. Let's see. 4:15. Definitely gonna end the stream by 5. There's still at Eastern Standard Time. So I gotta go to a little bit. And that one's done. Alright, now we gotta get this one up here. And that's a little bit far. So we're gonna do that. And drive a little motorcycle. I can't believe we discussed this. Arthur, you and me, we're on the same page. We discussed this in like why does Zelda have the Master Cycle in Age of Calamity? Why does I went through, you know how much shit I went through to get this motorcycle? You understand? You understand this bad boy? You understand how hard this was to get? We had to like use the one-hit obliterator, and we were down to like 1 hit point, and then we had to like go through all the fighting, and then we got the Divine Beast, or the hero, which is the Master Cycle. Which kind of feels in comparison to the other Divine Beasts, but like, whatever. Hero, whatever. But then, in Age of Calamity, Zelda's just like, hey guys, can you build me a little ride? And they're like, sure. Per and Robbie, yeah, we can do that. And they did it. For some reason. Did Maz Kosha approve of that? Because I don't think so. Why would he do that? Like, why? Why would he do that? And then they don't just build one motorcycle. They build 3. There's 3 motorcycles. There's not so much. She literally does not deserve the Master Cycle. Like, she, as a lesbian, she deserves, her little lesbian motorcycle. Okay, sure. I'll agree to that. Sure. But she doesn't need the Master Cycle. Just give her one of the other 3 motorcycles that they just built, that they can just do. They can just build 3 of them. There's one that's this one, like the unicorn, and then there's the Sentinel, which is like a bull, and then there's the Hunter, which is like a hawk. And they all function like the Master Cycle. Arguably better than the Master Cycle because they can do like, hamster wheels, and they got lasers on them, and they got shields. Why are Pervert and Robbie building it better than the ancient Sheikah? Well, I shouldn't question that. It's just like, that's just kind of how bisexuals are. I'll give them that. But like, why? Why couldn't we have... You know what they should have done for Age of Calamity? Why isn't the one-hit obliterator a weapon in Age of Calamity? Like, it doesn't need to function as like one-hit kill, but like, that's a perfect DLC weapon that they just didn't do. Because Koei Tecmo sucks. Koei Tecmo... I'm almost positive that no one making Age of Calamity, no one in Koei Tecmo played Breath of the Wild when they made Age of Calamity. Almost positive. I think they should have given her the flails, and I think it'd be fun to fight. That actually makes so much sense now that you say that. Yeah, flails should have been Zelda's weapon, because... Yeah. Because, like, why does Link need to copy the weapons? The flails are just like little flails, and then you copy whatever weapon the enemy has, and then use it against them. But Link already has that arsenal. Like, he has the single-handed swords, the double-handed swords, and the spears. So he doesn't need to copy their weapons, because, like, he can have those already. But Zelda, she's the one with the least amount of... This is a weird place for a campsite. I guess our Rita was here. That makes sense, because they can fly. Look at that. Storytelling. But, yeah, Zelda's the one with the least amount of, like, fighting experience, so she would be the most beneficial to, like, copying an enemy's weapon and using that tech against them in a superior way. I have so many problems with Koei Tecmo getting their grubby little hands on Zelda. I do too. I do too. Because... so many problems with Koei Tecmo. And the problems are, like, further enhanced by the fact that they suck at the story, but they were really good at making a fun game. It was a fun game, and I hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. That game, Age of Calamity, is fun. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I'll admit defeat. It's a fun game. I love playing that game. It's pretty fun. Maybe I don't enjoy it as much as Breath of the Wild, because they're kind of not comparable, I guess. It's like Breath of the Wild. I definitely wasn't trying to do a windmill there. It's like Breath of the Wild, you have a whole world to explore, and you can do whatever you want in it. And then the other game is just beating up a bunch of enemies as fast as you can for fun. And they're both good. They're both good at what they are. So, you know, Age of Calamity, fun game. But everything else, questionable. Like, alright, are we gonna do this here? Are we gonna do this here right now? Are we gonna do this here right now? My little egg rant? Are we gonna do this right here right now? You doing it? Okay, like, okay. I knew. I knew. From the moment they showed that little egg bitch on the first little teaser, first little demo, first little poster art. The first time he appeared on the art of the game that wasn't even out yet. I was like, this egg is gonna ruin everything. And I just knew. And was I right? Yes, I was. Because Terrico is the reason why everything is bad. I can guarantee you, every single aspect that you might have to criticize about Age of Calamity, it all ties back into that egg. Alright? It's all Terrico's fault. What is Terrico's existence? Alright? Like, yeah. Power Wars was fun, but like, so what is Hyrule Wars? Hyrule Wars Age of Calamity. What is the catalyst of all that? What is the main... Let's start with it. The main criticism with Age of Calamity... Oh, the wind is not blowing in a direction that I would favor right now. Yeah, what is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity all about? What's the main criticism? The main criticism is that some people, it was advertised as a legit prequel to Breath of the Wild, which is interesting, because a prequel to Breath of the Wild would assume that we know the way that it ends, and that it ends in tragedy. So it's like, whoa, we're gonna play as them, but then they're all gonna die at the end. That's sad, but also cool, right? And that's what it's all about, right? But then, you get the game, and it's not that. Which is cool. Like, it's kind of like, Ryan Johnson before he knew how to do plot twists with Knives Out. Do we get that reference? Like, a Last Jedi sort of thing. Where... I don't have arrows. The plot twist is there for the sake of being a plot twist and not for necessarily enhancing the story. It subverts expectations for the purpose, for like fun, and not for the purpose of narrative. Right? So, in the game, they don't all die. What happens is your buddies from the real timeline, the original timeline, they travel back in time and they help you, and then you're fine. And how do they do that? They do that thanks to Terrico. Oh, and why is the bad guy, like, different? Why is Ganon, like, a little bit different in this? Oh, it's because of Terrico messing with the time, and then bringing a secondary Ganon to possess the other Terrico, so that there's a Harbinger Terrico. It all ties back to Terrico. The thing that made the narrative not what it was expected to be by the advertising is because of Terrico. And you know what else? They try to hide it behind cuteness. That was weird. They try to hide it behind cuteness. They make Terrico, oh, he's just a cute little guy. He's just a little guy. You don't want to hurt him. He's just a little guy. It's his birthday. No. he's like that because why am I moving? Okay. No, I'm not deceived, alright? You can trick everyone else, but not me, alright? He is a little bitch. He's a little bitch boy. I'm just gonna say right here. He not only... Hold on. Korok seat's over here. He not only messed everything up and made things harder for everyone else, you know, by, like, causing Ganon to, like, be there twice, technically, you know. That would have been a cool plot point if they were just, like, two calamities and they, like, interacted with each other. Because that's technically what happened in Age of Calamity. There's, like, two calamities, but just one of them is, like, only in the evil Terraco. That would have been, see, that's something. That would have been fun writing. But they don't like fun writing in Koitek. Anyway, what was I saying? So, Eggbot is to blame for that, right? And they took so much away from Link as a character. See, that's the thing. This whole narrative, that is the narrative that's in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, doesn't support the original themes of Breath of the Wild, because it inherently is based on a plot twist that subverts the foundation of what Breath of the Wild is built upon. What is Breath of the Wild built upon? It's built upon, basically, like, destruction and creation, where it's just like, there's like ruins, but there's still hope. There's devastation, but there's still beauty to be found within that, right? The thing that makes Breath of the Wild is the fact that they all lost, but they can still, like, win despite that, right? But then Age of Calamity is like, haha, no. If you just try hard enough, you're gonna win. If you just power of friendship it, you're gonna win. Breath of the Wild was all about, even with the power of friendship, you know, sometimes it's gonna be challenged, and sometimes it's not gonna be enough, but despite that, you're gonna persist. But then Age of Calamity, you're just like, no, it's like simplified. It's like Breath of the Wild if it was written as a fanfic. That's an insult to fanfic, honestly, in my opinion, as a fanfic writer. But, like... And then, so, like, yeah, so going back to, like, the characters. So, because the inherent theme of Breath of the Wild, with Breath of the Wild characters, is cancelled out with the premise of Age of Calamity, every single character, in turn, feels more blank. There's less to do with them. Because the thing that made them interesting is now gone. Because a good character, doesn't just exist as, like, a singular, like, person and then you can plop them into any environment. A good character is a character that, despite what your modern AUs and time travel fanfics will tell you, a good character is someone that can't exist in any other setting than the one that they are in. I guess, in my opinion, I will say. Like, you can't put Zelda into, like, John Wick's universe, right? You can't put John Wick in Zelda, right? They're two characters. Like, John Wick is a character. Sorry, John Wick. Follow me on this analogy here. John Wick is a character that is inherent to the environment that they are in and the themes of that environment. John Wick is like, oh, redemption, even though you're a bang bang shooty shooty assassin, and then everybody in the world is assassins. That's how it works. And the environment serves that character. Now, Breath of the Wild has good writing also. The characters are also... The environment is also integral to the characters in Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, many characters have themes, or not themes, like motivations and desires that align with success and failure. Or they align with, hi General, they align with, like, memories and, like, time and that sort of thing. So, like, Rivali, for example. Best boy Rivali. His whole thing is that he tried very hard to be a very successful guy, and... Oh, he almost fell. Tried very hard to be the best, despite the circumstances or whatever, but then he's not recognized for it, and he grows, like, jealous of, like, Link or whatever, who is being supported by a non... Like, it's not a meritocracy, in his opinion. Like, from his point of view, like, there is no merit to Link other than tradition and like, oh, the heroes and blah 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 blah, right? And then that's why, you know, it goes with the theme of Breath of the Wild, for like success and failure, that whole thing. Age of Calamity, it's like only successes. Like, there's technically failures, yes, but hold on, I think it's actually good that didn't rolls here, because we have to actually track down here. What happens in Age of Calamity, the one big failure that ties in the whole theme is negated, and therefore any character that is tied to that in any way, whether it be Link, Rivali, any of the champions, anyone in between, therefore they don't have anything to do other than be tropes without subtext, I suppose is the way I want to say it. Like, Rivali is the trope of like, oh, he's a mean little guy that hates the main character, but it's under that there's the subtext of the theme of the game. But since the theme of the game is no longer present in Age of Calamity, he's reduced to just the tropes that he was presented as, which is just being a mean little guy. The characters in Haru are so forgettable. I'm trying to think about their personalities and arc, but I can't really think of anything. That's because they don't exist. There's no arcs. And I don't think I'm gonna make it up there in time, because I don't have Rivali's Gale.
Rivali's Gale is now
There's
ready.
Rivali. Perfect time, perfect time. Like, okay, I'm trying to break out. I think you could potentially make up an arc for Zelda. But I think that's it, because Zelda is the only one where there was actually time to like make a semblance of a character arc in writing. Which I guess is fair, because like, you know, her name's on the game. Well, actually, her name isn't on the game. It's just Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Her name's... I don't know. Well, still. Okay, I get it. Zelda's an important character. Get ready for that. But there's nothing for anyone else. Like, even Link, because the interesting thing about writing character arcs for characters that you can play as is that, yes, like in Breath of the Wild, you can even think of character arcs for like Yunobo and like Teba and everything, but not in Age of Calamity. And like, the interesting thing is that in Breath of the Wild, Link has a character arc, because the character arc in a video game, in your video game protagonist, is basically just the journey that you set your character upon. And Link's journey is just like overcoming the failure of what he might like blame himself for 100 years ago, and then finally making it all right. You know, reliving the memories, remembering what you fight for, making it all right. In Age of Calamity, they just don't. They do what a lot of games do, and they just don't write a little character arc for Link. He's just the guy that you play as him, and then you overcome the physical obstacles to succeed. He doesn't have a starting point. He starts off as a knight that's great at what he does, and great at fighting guys, and then he ends the game as a knight that's great at fighting guys, or I guess a hero that's great at fighting guys. And that's all there is to him, and that's kind of disappointing. It's kind of a lot not the best. Nonetheless, shitting on the game a lot. I do like Age of Calamity for what it is, or what it was trying to be. It wasn't trying to be a worthy game to succeed Breath of the Wild. It was just trying to be a cash grab. It's just a cash grab. Let's be honest here. Let's be completely real. How the fuck am I gonna talk to this Korok? Let's just pretend I talk to it. Alright, because I don't think it's possible for me to talk to that Korok. Oh, I'm cold, because it's just what it is. And I can go on my little rant and be like, hey, we should hate on Age of Calamity, because demanding better from game developers is the power that we have as consumers, and would be the thing that would help slightly fight against the capitalistic nature of the video game industry, in which art is created for the sake of beating as much money out of the dead horse as you can. But I'm not gonna say that, because I don't want to alienate people too much right now, because this is YouTube and not leftist society Tumblr. So I'm just gonna say it in this air of ambiguity instead. Right? So, yeah. Make America great again. Right, guys? Yo, I'm politically unbiased. Woohoo. That's a joke. Please. It's a joke. We can have positive and negative feelings towards Zelda. That is so true. So true. So true. Alright. Weehee. Alright. Guy. Let's mark this off. What time is it? 4:35. 4:35. 4:35. Alright. There is another little Korok over there that I'm gonna teleport to because I'm very lazy. I think once we get all the Koroks around here, we're going to call it here for the stream. And then next time around, I'll be doing Age Calamity, go through all that, and then we'll just flip back and forth until we're all done. And I might... Bye, Cass. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this character design. Oof. And that's a side character NPC that you don't even need to meet to beat the game, but still, just like... Also, I'm just so happy that, like, his music fits perfectly with the Rito theme. Like, it's not just like, oh, there's one song here, but then when you move closer to the village, it's another song. It's the same song, and it's like diegetic music. It's like almost like playing along to it, like you can hear it in his head, and it's just playing like, I'm not projecting on the musician character on Zelda at all. No. I don't know where you get that idea from. Okay, so this thing right here. Or no, this thing right here. Yeah, because I got the corner. Cass, best character. Cass, second best character. We all know the best character in the game is Rivali, because Rivali has never done anything wrong in his whole life, and he's the best guy. But then after that is Cass. And this is why my mutuals call me a bird fucker, because my top 3 characters are just birds. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll take that L, because it's just true. It's just true. What about Kilton? Kilton is a guy that exists in Breath of the Wild. That is true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Luring fish. Tossing ingredients that serve as bait near fish in the water will attract them. Different bait work on different kinds of fish. Best way to fish in Breath of the Wild, go. And if your answer isn't spearfishing, you're wrong. Spearfishing is the most fun in Breath of the Wild. I remember, I want to say at least 20 hours of this game, of the hours logged into this game, are just me in Lurlin Village, going on a raft, going out to sea with a bunch of harpoons, and just spearfishing the fish. Because it's fun. And I like it. And it's like going back to my Filipino roots, man. It's fish. You like Kilton? He's freaky looking? That's fair. He is a freaky looking guy. I'm just... I don't know. I don't have any positive or negative feelings towards him. Cool little design. Cool little guy. I just don't go to him a lot. Like, once I got all these... Once I got everything I needed from him, once I got these little masks, that was it. That was it. I'm done. I don't need to go back there. Because I don't use the spring-loaded hammer or whatever. Spring-loaded hammer, more like Korok seed, but worse. You know what I mean? Korok seed is a free spring-loaded hammer. You can send this guy flying with just 1 swing instead of the 3 swings that's needed with a spring-loaded hammer. And we're gonna drop this rock. Alright, listen. I will not drop this rock on this Korok if you guys give me $500 right now on my Ko-fi, linked in my about page. So you have 20 seconds right now. $500 now. If you do 1,000, I won't drop any rocks and any Korok seeds on any Koroks for the rest of this whole stream. So, too poor? Well, for you. And that is that one down. 440. This one's done. Under the rock in the top. Did I get this? I need to go to this one. I don't think because I still need to physically go to the one strike. My gosh. Do it, kill him? Yeah. Listen, Koroks, what do they do but give us shit? They deserve that little bit of pain. Alright, they ain't done nothing for us. Give us their little poops. So, I feel no sympathy for them. No sympathy at all. Alright, where is this Korok? A little bit further out. It's in this tree. This is a tree that would have a Korok in it, for sure. And I was right. Pro gamer, pro streamer, pro YouTuber, pro speedrunner, intuition. You know? What it's all about. What it's all about. 440. We can do this. We can get the rest of the Koroks around here. But bam. Alright, now we're gonna go to warp this nest. And we're gonna get those Korok seeds over there. Remote bombs. These bombs are useful not only for dealing damage to monsters, but they can be used to break rocks and break walls. Well, thanks, Tips. I didn't know that. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a Korok seed, for sure. Let's look for a rock. There should be a rock, thing in the Sheikah sensor. That would make Korok seeds a lot easier. Why is there no rocks? Why can't you detect a rock? Rocks are very common. You should be able to detect. Maybe it's listed on my little map. Maybe it'll help me. Let's see. Rock. Rock. There we go. Found it. Pro gamer skill. I haven't drank water. And all pro gamers drink water, so. Bam. Now what's next is there's one like over here, I think. Do the little free sprinting thing. Oh yeah, I haven't used my horse. Because I don't have my horse out that has the DLC saddle where you can just like call them. The dancer is probably somewhere. I wonder where dancer is. Where's dancer? Oh. You're down here by the stable. Oh. Where'd the next one go? Where? Oh, it's a... Yeah? Okay, hold on. Alright, we're gonna end this stream real soon, so let's just get this Korok seed. And that's done. Alright, so we have got pretty much all the Korok seeds from Hyrule Ridge. So this is our progress today, right? We get all of Hyrule Ridge. So like last stream, we did Central Hyrule, Great Plateau, then we moved to the Hyrule Ridge. We got everything here, pretty much, except for... No, we got this one. Yeah, we got everything here. Right. We got everything here. Bam. So next stream, we gotta move up here, Kira Mountains, and then move over here, Death Mountain. And after that, we go down here, and then down here, and then down here, and then get all that, and all that, and all that, and then all that, and then all that, and then Hyrule Castle. And then plus Age of Calamity. And we're gonna do that in the next 3 days, or else I'll die. So, that's gonna be pretty much it for this little stream today. So thank you guys very much for watching. I don't have a script for putting these out. I just sort of talk and then I stop talking. So, see you guys next stream. Thanks for chilling. Subscribe, like, comment, share. One of those things. I don't know. Or do none of those things. I don't know. I just appreciated that I didn't have 0 views. It's honestly a miracle that I have double-digit views on any of my streams. So I'm very thankful to you guys for that. So, thank you very much. Good night and goodbye. Good night and goodbye, everybody.